All right, guys. So we're just coming on real quick. We just want to tell you about an experience that we're having right now in our $1,700 a month apartment. Jordan found a rodent in our kitchen, and ever since then, we've been having a hard time getting this rodent out of our home. We had the maintenance team come in. They came in really to kind of say, oh, we're looking for holes, we're looking for this, we're looking for that. Long story short, they were like, we didn't find any holes, we didn't find any holes. But they also made some inappropriate comments talking about, drinking and all kinds of stuff. And if you actually look in our apartment, you don't even find any alcohol anywhere. You don't even find any weed anywhere. You don't even smell weed in here. But the pretty much the rodent went from the kitchen to the closet. Jordan found it on Saturday. He heard it and then he saw it. So immediately he closed the door. He like ran out, and then he came to the kitchen, grabbed two of the traps that pest control left the day after maintenance came. And then pretty much like I heard it like hit the door. And I was like, why did it hit the door? You think it got stuck? So we don't even know if it got stuck. We don't even know if it's still alive. We don't know if it's dead or anything like that. I mean, we didn't hear it like in the middle of like we didn't hear it at nighttime. Jordan is practically a light sleeper, so he would have heard it. And he hasn't really said anything. And then sometimes he wakes up earlier than me, and he definitely didn't hear the rodent from the closet. Basically, it went from being taken seriously to not being taken seriously anymore. And that actually pissed us off a lot more. We have two kids in this apartment. We have toddler children in this apartment. And when you're talking about a rodent, rodents carry diseases. They can scratch at your kids, they can nibble at your kids and whatever else. And right now that rodent is sitting in our closet with our clothes, and it can literally nibble through your clothes. It can literally jack a whole bunch of stuff up just from it being right there, and we're not being taken seriously. Basically, Jordan on Saturday when he found it, he went to the mailbox, ended up going into the leasing office, speaking to the gentleman in the leasing office, and he was kind of like, no one's here today, and for pest control we'll have to pay early. Unfortunately, like, I don't really have the proper authority to really do that, so on Monday, I'll bring it up and all that stuff. So Jordan ended up calling today, January 27th, to the leasing office, explained everything, and pretty much it was like a shrugged shoulder at that point. Like, you can tell, like, they don't, like, it's like they don't care for real now. And she was like, if I send maintenance, if they don't catch it, pretty much it'll be loose again in the house, and then technically it'll be a lot more worse than what it is right now, because right now it's in the closet, is pretty much like barred in, so it can't sneak out underneath the thing. Like, it's literally in the closet. We know that it's still in the closet because we didn't see it run out, so we know that it's still in the closet. And she was like, so I can't guarantee that if they come, because she's like, because then if they come they could potentially let it out. Now you're back at square one. And she was like, or we can wait till Wednesday when pest control is here. The problem is that when pest control came the first time, Buddy didn't even at least attempt to check anywhere in the house where it could have potentially went. I mean, obviously we knew that it wasn't going to go on the side where the children were, because first of all, let's be real, it wasn't going to last in the living room, and it definitely wasn't going to last in the kids' room because they are loud. So being on that side where the kids are, it wasn't going to last. Being in the living room, it definitely wasn't going to last. And to be honest, that's probably why it left the kitchen, because it wasn't going to last. Because Melody and Judah, they are loud. Judah is extra loud, and then they be stomping on the dang on floor. So now we have to wait until Wednesday. But literally, I'm about to write a letter to the corporate office, because first of all, this is unacceptable, and to be honest, I don't care if there's something of you have to pay, because at the end of the day, pest control is included in our rent. We like every time we pay rent, we are paying for pest control. We haven't even had pest control come into this apartment since we first got here. And don't even get me started on when we first got here, because when we first got here, we had mad roaches in this apartment. And then to be honest, this apartment wasn't even furnished. The first things that we ever brought in this apartment, it wasn't until after we made sure the roaches were gone. We literally left Florida with a car full of things, and then we ended up leaving Dallas with those exact same things and with pots and pans, basically. So we didn't even get anything for this apartment until recently. So I'm going to pass the camera to Jordan so he can finish up the video.
I don't really have anything else to say. Like she said, them boys started making comments about alcohol. You don't see no bottles of alcohol in here. I would show y'all, but because of that situation, it made us move everything we had. Our kitchen is disorganized now. We don't feel really comfortable just assembling things back the way they were because of that. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like anyone takes you seriously. And we were really trying not to leave our apartment complex a bad review. We weren't really trying to say nothing bad about them or nothing, but at this point, it's like I don't know. What am I saving y'all for? What am I sparing y'all for? Y'all clearly don't give a damn. It's like the first day. The manager, she took it seriously, and then now it's just like everyone really, like these shrug shoulder responses and not. I don't know. I've had enough of it, and it just feels everything about this feels unprofessional. But it's okay though. They'll feel it when people see a rat review, in their reviews. Yeah, I hope then they start to take situations like this seriously because I don't know, man. I've been having to keep my temper under control because telling somebody that you're gonna have to wait the following week for them to come take care of a situation that should have been taken care of the first day it was called about, it's just it's unethical, man. I don't know. I've had enough of this nonsense. I don't really got nothing much to say.
And I mean, I definitely understand, like, as far as like maintenance is concerned, like, that's fine. But when you actually call an expert and all that expert does is just come with traps, like, that's actually, like, truthfully, that is not really a part of your job. Like, when you call pest control for wasps and for bees, they don't just come and spray. They actually get it, they come to get it down. If you're calling about a rodent, they're gonna do everything in their power to make sure that they can get it. Like, and to be honest, they're not just gonna focus on the kitchen. More than likely, they would have put, like, normal pest control companies. They probably would have went into the closet, laid traps in the closet. They would have put it in the
One
bathroom.
thing
They would have put it everywhere that you can possibly think of. Because just because you put it in the kitchen, it doesn't mean that the rodent won't find its way in another part of the entire house. And that's exactly what this crap did. It found another spot in this house, and now we have it boxed into that exact spot where now we can't even get into our clothes. We can't get to our clothes. We can't get to the kids' clothes. Like, thankfully, I didn't. Thank God I didn't keep all the kids' clothes in the closet because our kids would have been screwed if that was the case. But first of all, we don't know what is gonna ready to occur on Wednesday when that closet door is opened. When that closet door is finally open, we don't know what hell we're about to see when that crap gets open. Like I said, Jordan is a very light sleeper. He wakes up in the middle of the night on a consistent basis. So I'm pretty sure if the rodent was still alive, he absolutely would have heard it. But right now we're living off of a shoulda, coulda, woulda, and a what if. That's literally how we're moving right now.
nobody here really, I don't know. All I hear is all I hear when I hear about Texas is, oh, it's a family place and blah, 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 blah. And I don't really want to lump all of Texas in with this experience, but for the most part, being in San Antonio, I don't know. It feels like nobody really gives a damn about your kids. They only give a damn about their own. You know what I'm saying? And that part, it's selfish. I don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it to the even to the way how some of these people drive. It's like they'll drive, doing 50 in a 25 in a school zone. You know what I'm saying? Or even do 50 and 60 in an apartment complex where kids are out playing. They're not even in school. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit there and pray that your kids don't get hit by somebody because some dweeb, who's also a parent, is sitting there blasting around the corner. Man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't even got nothing else to say. It's just because all I have to say is nothing but anger and profanity. So yeah.
Honestly, it makes us, like, right now how we're feeling like we don't even want to live in Texas anymore. And honestly, it's unfair because, to be quite honest with you, it's not even the state that's the problem. It's just the people that you come across, because the people that we've come across when we were in Dallas, I felt like they were definitely more hospitable than where we are right now. And to be honest, I'm in a lot of Facebook groups for this particular city. And to be honest, a lot of them don't like that a lot of us have moved here. And it makes me feel like that's literally how a lot of people feel. But at the end of the day, to complain about people moving to San Antonio, first of all, do you know how many people have moved to Florida? Do you even know the population in the state of Florida? Because I can tell you right now, Orlando is overpacked, Miami is overpacked, Tampa is overpacked. And yeah, we may have our feelings about it, but we don't sit there and treat people a certain way because they're not from there. The same way with New York. Do you know, first of all, New York is full, bro. New York is full. I can tell you that right now. New York is full. We still don't act like that even in New York. Cali don't even act like that. So it's like they take out their personal feelings because a lot of people are moving here. A lot of people don't like people moving to Texas. They don't like people moving to Houston. They don't like people moving to San Antonio. Austin don't really like people moving there either. To be honest, a lot of Dallas people don't really like it either, but they actually still don't treat you any differently because you did move there. Like, a lot of the stuff that we heard about South Texas is starting to really show its true colors, but it's showing its true colors in this city because this is the city that we are actually in. And I sat here and I said, at some point, I said to Jordan, first of all, we didn't even want to move to San Antonio. We wanted to move to Houston. That's where we wanted to be at. We wanted to be in Houston. And to a certain extent, are we glad that we're not in Houston? Yes, because Houston still gets hurricanes. And unlike us in Florida, we can't avoid hurricanes in Houston. So in Florida, we were okay from it. Like, I mean, it probably could have, like, yeah, don't get it twisted. Like, where we lived in Florida, I mean, hurricanes definitely been through Claremont before. You know what I'm saying? And as we all know, hurricanes definitely goes through Orlando, but it's very rare for anything to really go through Orlando. It's very rare. Like, it's a rare occurrence where you would actually hear that Orlando is getting hit with a hurricane. But this actually has us really turned off. And we haven't packed up our car or anything like that because at the end of the day, I hate to say, bring this into this, but Texas became on our radar because God put it on Jordan's radar. And that's why we got here. And it doesn't matter about an AT&T. It doesn't matter. Like, that, all of that, that was God. So at the end of the day, this is where God put us here, and we don't want to just up and leave because it's easy to just up and leave. There's a lot that's been going on, especially since I lost my job in 2024. So, it's quick to just pack up and go, but we're not really trying to, like, we haven't really done that. But if it forces our hand, then I'm pretty sure we're going to end up doing that. And that's just me being honest. So
I don't know, man. I've been trying to be very patient, and I'm trying not to lead with my feelings and let my emotions, take over my decision making. But it's a lot of other things, what I'm saying, that has been going on. Like she said, since she lost her job, the losing of her job, the working experience. You know what I'm saying? There were
there was
remarks,
racial things that happened to me on my job, and not just racial, but just because I was a female and all this other stuff.
Because she was a female, and there was some comments about about race as well. And no, they wasn't. It wasn't just like, I know when y'all hear racial slurs and stuff like that, your thought is, oh, it's a it's a Caucasian experience, but
he wasn't even Caucasian.
He wasn't Caucasian. I'm gonna just say this.
He was a part of the Hispanic race, Hispanic culture.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say this. Texas, San Antonio.
There's a bigger population of a certain type of Hispanic group here, more than you'll see anywhere else.
But it just, all it did is just reinstate that Caucasians aren't the only. They're not the only people that can be prejudiced. They're not the only culprits. I've already, this ain't nothing new. I've been saying, like, it can happen from anywhere. Race is a problem anywhere.
And to be honest, African American people, we're just as bad.
So
we have our own,
I don't know, but things been.
But the difference is, for a lot of us, we don't show that in the workplace. We don't say nothing like what was said to me
Look,
and how I was treated in the
like I
workplace.
said, things have been a lot of interesting things, work related, non-work
Non-work related.
related. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now our home. You gotta understand. Like, it feels like we're. I don't know. It feels like we're defeated on all fronts, and not defeated, but like it
It
just
just feels
feels.
like we're attacked.
It feels challenged. I don't know, man, but
I feel
I
like I'm
don't know, man.
attacked. I feel like I'm
It
attacked.
like it. Listen, when you get attacked outside every day and even your home turns into a battlefront, eventually, if you can't call your home, then where do you
What's the
stay?
yeah? Why would
So
you why would
I
you
don't
stay in
know.
that environment?
And I already said to her, I don't feel like I feel like God has erased everything that's attaching us to one position, to this place. You know what I'm saying? Besides our lease, we really don't have anything keeping us here. And I'm all for going back to Dallas. To me, like, the option isn't just, oh well, now we just gonna leave Texas. Like, no, because like I said, like, this is a I miss Dallas actually. Don't get it twisted. Dallas had its ways, but I miss that place. I'm not gonna lie, I miss Dallas.
Dallas has a lot of memories that were done, done there. A lot of closure happened in Dallas.
Yeah.
That closure was for Jordan, and we also had a lot of experiences there. And to be quite honest with you,
Most of our, the hospitality end of things,
I ain't gonna lie,
it was more so in
Dallas was
Dallas.
A1, bro. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, we've heard that before we
Listen,
left. Like,
I could tell you some, like, I don't want to like get into detail and make this video longer than it needs to be, but it was some things that happened. Like, yeah, like it for me, it's not just the closure and whatever because of the timing that we moved to Texas. Yeah, there's a lot of things that was on our mind at the time, but aside from that experience, just the overall experience, the people, it was, I don't know. It was different.
it was
And
different.
I here's the reason I think why it was a little bit more diversity there. Because there's one set population that, basically it runs this part of Texas. Some would say Texas as a whole. It just, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to get on nobody's bad side.
Yeah, we don't want to say too much. And honestly, we probably, we'll be back with y'all with some other videos,
Yeah.
things like that. So just stay tuned. I mean, hopefully we don't have to make another video talking about a rap, but
I don't know. I might record Buddy when he get here and just upload that because at this point, I feel like all of these things need to just be recorded.
they just have to be recorded, and definitely it can be recorded and uploaded. I don't even care at this point, but there needs
Not
to be
trying to
better
spare nobody
record.
feelings. I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
Y'all made
this
an
definitely
enemy out
has
of
to
me.
be way more on record than what it has been. So normally Jordan is quick to take photos and all that stuff, and just when we seen it, like, I'm not gonna lie, I hauled, bro. I ran. I ran, bro. I ran, bro. I didn't scream, nothing like that. The kids were asleep, but I literally ran. I ran into the room. I even left my slides in the kitchen, bro. I was like, oh no, like I ran, like.
Which is why I don't like having her in certain situations because if I say I need to keep my eyes on something or if I need a pair of eyes, you can't depend on her. Like you're done. You know what I'm saying? If you,
All right. We talk to y'all later, bro, because he does too much.
anyways, if you need another pair of eyes, Cymphany is not the person for it. Cymphany will.
Yo, if it come, it don't matter if it's a bug. It don't matter what it is, bro. I don't play no games, bro.
It could literally be the wind blowing curtains, and
I'll
Cymphany's
swear,
already done all.
I'll.
So yeah, she's just not the person. She's not the person for the job. So yeah, man, that's why
Don't
I
come
don't
for me,
know.
bro.
I don't know, but yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for listening to us. Blah 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 blah. A word
Mind you,
salad.
it's almost 1,700. It's practically almost $1,700.
Almost $1,700 a
A
month.
month on rent, and that rent includes pest control. It includes a water bill, and then we also get liability insurance that we pay for every single month. Then just the rent alone, and then on our own we have to pay for lights on our own. So lights is not even included. Oh, and my bad, and cable / internet is included in our rent. And it's something called valet trash.
So I don't know, but listen, y'all. We thank y'all for listening. We thank y'all for tuning in. We gonna head to bed. We tired of all this commotion, all this coonery.
But y'all definitely will be getting another video that will be showing the exact process of
So
what
yeah,
will be
guys.
occurring.
Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace.